My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
It's been quite a bit since we've done an update on the free-to-play, so I just wanted to let you know about where I've gotten, give you a small tour, share maybe some strategies with you that could help you around in arena when you're starting out, or maybe in dungeons. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, opening my silver 2 chest. I didn't push or anything this morning. Didn't do it for platinum on my main, and didn't do it here. And look at this. Accuracy, we'll keep it. 5-star with defense percentage. That's a good piece. Some speed substats here. Hey, we're starting to have our divine speed gear. I believe this is the first, or these are the first pieces on this account. Let's see. So we quickly dropped down to silver 1 because we didn't hit anyone. Let's see if I can refresh, find the team that's accessible, and show you how I do it. This team looks strong on paper, but we might just have enough stuff to do it. So I'll just show you quickly my team. So this is the Adriel. If you remember, I showed her in the previous video with barely any speed. This is just there for the aura to speed up Ninja and Kale. Stag Knight is in lifesteal 147 and a speed set. Ninja has some nice accuracy, but I would prefer to give him a little bit more because I'm relying on his freeze heavily. So how the team goes is, because since Kale here is my fastest, with the aura he's even faster than any of them, so I want him to start with his poison. Then it's Ninja's turn. He jumps in and does the freeze, the AoE freeze. Then I can slowly pick them off with with a Stag Knight, opening them up with the defense down, cycling back to Kale for the nuke. It sounds slow on paper, but if all goes well, the fight should be done in a couple of seconds. Well, not literally a couple of seconds, but fairly quickly. Now the whole thing is whether or not Ninja will freeze enough of them. It looks like he did, and now Kale will clean up. If there's anybody left, Ninja can take care of it with the Kale, so pretty good. 14-second fight against a team that's higher power than ours, but again, should always keep in mind that higher power does not mean better team. This looks like a strong team, so I don't want to mess with it. However, this one could be doable depending on their speeds. They're literally almost double our player power, but I doubt they're faster than us. Okay, nice. So the same thing that happened to all the other teams will happen to this one. Hopefully we can kill at least that Kale and make it easier. Ninja is still a threat, but I think we can manage. Yeah, so it all came down to a few critical stats, namely speed and accuracy, as well as proper AI tuning. Because had his Ninja opened with the freeze, I would have been in a much more difficult position. But so far these teams are the bulk of my silver experience. I don't know if silver 3 will be any different. I'm expecting somewhat of a jump in character quality or team quality. So yeah, and basically all or almost all non-speed teams are easy targets. That's how I think of them. So I'll just do this fight and then show you around the account and take a look at the progress we've done. This actually might be a loss. this might be my first loss of the day. Well, let's see. Ninja threw his freeze. It's cool. In a bad position. Probably not winning this one. Yeah, definitely not winning it. Alright, we tried. We tried. It's okay. Not really focused on pushing arena this early. Yeah, tag team arena as well I did. So which tier did we get? Oh man, we're still staying in bronze 1. Okay. But I was in the green yesterday to go to bronze 2. That's odd. Usually, for example, in gold 3, gold 4, you would if you are in the green, you're automatically promoted, or you keep your rank if you're in gold 4. But this is quite interesting. Maybe because the competition is more active, so you need to make sure that you're still in that green before the transition, because yellow is no guarantee, as we've seen. Okay, fair enough. See, even my defense log is empty. My attack log is fairly okay, because I'm either targeting one-man defenses or teams that are relatively easy. So this team, for instance, I could take it on. I'll probably win at least 2 battles out of these 3. So there's this battle here that looks fairly winnable, the same as this one. This is obviously his hardest hitting team, but I think I could even win against those. All right, so let's see if there's anything we could purchase in the bazaar yet. So we could get an ancient shard for some more gambling. We could get the energy 300. Not sure if we need it. Could get some fragments for this dude here. If we start doing it today, we'll get it in a couple of months. What else? That's basically just about it. I think starting to get these is the wisest course of action, and making sure to get them at least every day. So that's a good thing that they've opened up these tiers to bronze players, because yeah, they're the ones that could make the most use out of fragments for that champion. Yeah, okay, so we ranked 7th in the championships. We did a few shot pulls. I'll make sure to include them in the video right now. Yeah, I'll show you very quickly what I pulled. Okay, so yeah, these are the newcomers to the account. I kind of went a little bit crazy on gems. I did convert some gems into shards. It wasn't too bad of a deal because I managed to recuperate some pretty cool characters, as you've seen. Alright, so this is pitiful. 1. I should have started with this. So, day 15. Yeah, we're day 15. I'll end with that, actually. Yeah, I'll end with it. Let's see if we find anything nice in this shop here. Not really. And no character that we might need. We're short on silver. We're getting low on gems because I used them to buy gambling shards. And yeah. Okay, let's get our playtime reward. Let's get on with the quests. Fight in Classic Arena 5 times. Sorry, I'll have to do a couple more fights here. Win or lose, just to complete the quest. So, the other remarkable thing is that I've completed a brutal campaign and 3-starred it. And still no 6 stars. My Kale can kind of farm brutal 12-3. Though not very consistently, I would say, with a success rate of about 70%. And around 50 seconds to 1 minute. That's okay. I could make him better with better gear. I definitely think he could still farm that stage at level 50 with slightly better gear than he has on right now. So no need to 60 him to have a campaign farmer, which means that I can focus on either making more 50s to progress through dungeons, and it's very possible for me to be able to farm some of the level 20 dungeons with a full level 50 team. Level 50s also can work in faction wars, so I'm considering maybe going with a counterintuitive approach. Not focusing first on 6-starring my first character, but on getting a set of strong level 50 characters, then 6-starring one of them. Because the thing is, we have now options that don't necessarily require the boosting stats that we get at level 60. Skills can make up for that. In ways we could use CC. Of course, we'd be losing some time because we don't have access to the tier 6 masteries, but there are ways around that as well. So, I don't know. Okay, one more fight to go, and then we'll go check on the campaign. Set up our farming. So these were out of our reach. This is... Did we win or did we lose? I have zero idea. So, we lost against this team before. Okay. Let me not forget that. This team should be an easy win. Boom. That freeze is so awesome. Even without books, still pretty good. And his AI unfortunately is terrible, so if you don't tell him exactly what to do, he'll go very random. Sorry, Ninja, my brother. Did I finish my 5 fights? I think I have. Didn't pay attention earlier. Okay. So we get some energy. We're at 1000 energy already. I want to use all of that to farm my campaign. I also tried not to neglect my advanced quests. I'm already at 46 quests since I unlocked it, because it unlocks at level 35. So tried to make as many. I think I completed it a couple of times, but then there are other times where it's kind of difficult with the requirements. Now, let's see. All these new dots I hate. We got another MVP, still brand new, haven't touched him yet. This dude is absolutely beautiful. Can work in arena, can work in clan boss, in all dungeons. He's a godsend. Better than many legendaries. So welcome to the team, Moza Mage. Pulled him before, go grab. Still don't have a go grab or any viable speed boosting champion. I'm still hoping for my random apothecary out of a mystery shot, but that will be probably a video for another time. Okay, so let's go through the roster just to see who we've got. We have our Kale, now level 50, fully ascended, fully booked. Stag Knight with some books in him. I can almost taste this cooldown, but then I'm sure they will drag me down this road, which is not too bad either. Ninja, of course, no books. Let's go back to the gear. Sorry. So this is Kale. I showed his stats earlier, just here as a reminder. 92% crit rate, 68 crit damage. I'd definitely like to trade some of this for more crit damage and more attack, but so far so good. He's in lifesteal and perception, and yes, look at these are 6-star perception boots, level to 16. If you were wondering why I was going first, I was lucky to pull these, but even before using them I was relying on these boots and they still did the job. These are the boots that you are given at the start of the game as a login reward. The very first piece of gear you are given for free by the game used to be my fastest for a long time. So you just take it to 16. It will give you a huge speed advantage over anybody in early arena. That will allow you to jump from bronze to silver quickly and painlessly. As long as you're faster than the enemy, make sure to have enough damage in one or more nukers. So Ninja could be a good candidate. Look at the gear I have on him. This is really nothing gear. These are speed boots also. I got them from farming the dragon. I'll show you in a bit which dragon stage I'm farming. These are accuracy. This is an accuracy chest. You should aim for 120, 150 if you can to reach silver 3. But so far this does the job pretty well. Attack and crit rate. These are from the campaign. This is from Dragon. This I don't even know why I have it here. Maybe just for the speed. Yeah, these are his stats. As for Stag Knight, a little bit slower than Kale, and built with kind of the same thing in mind. I used to have some accuracy on him. I switched it around for damage just to complete Brutal. And I'll show you later the footage from what happened, or maybe just the last fight, because I tried that fight thousands of times. So we have also our ninja, as I said earlier. We have Taragi still geared in very random gear. For now I use him only in clan boss and maybe as a support in finite, but he's still not yet ready. I need to get the right gear for him. Her, she's also a lifesteal. This should definitely go on someone else, but for now I don't want to waste the silver. Not making full use of her either. She needs ascension, she needs books, and she needs gear, but she can still place the occasional poison. For clan boss I don't need that. Between Taragi and Kale, the boss is has the debuff bar full. Delva starting to take more and more of a backseat. I was excited when I first pulled her as my very first epic, but then she quickly was overshadowed by this Superman of a guy. Alright, so the rest here are more or less chickens. We have also this ticket to Spider. Mr. Mordecai just started ascending him, even though it's not really necessary to ascend him. What he needs more than anything are books on his A3 to make this attack to 95%, and then once you get the masteries, it's 100% chance to land the burns. So what he does is AoE burn on all the spiders, and if you have a tanky enough team, you can wait it out until it burns. So still need to make him work just because of the gear he needs. I'll put him in a defensive comp. Now with mostly a mage I have that possibility. We got Bergoth the Malformed. Unfortunately I'm probably going to use him as a chicken at some point. Working on the Armiger, always good to have one around. One of the best champions in the game. We got Giscard the Sigil. So attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing, 50% decrease attack. Good. Provoke and the shield on himself on 3-turn cooldown. Increase attack. He had something busted in the beginning, and they switched it around. Some kind of passive that gave him perpetual shield. I don't remember exactly. So yeah. There's Giscard. I have him on my main. Never really used him. I might use him here if I find myself in a situation that I can't go past some content. I'll definitely give him a try. Rowan, a champion I really like. I need to work on her later. Good for poisoning, good for stunning enemies, and good for a faction more than anything. She's from the rewards. Sachi, another epic we've got during this 2x. Beautiful champion, can be useful but not quite yet. And finally the all-star here, the best pull of all this 2x for this account. So we have a lot other rares I can work on. I have Gnarlhorn, maybe Elhain here, so plenty of choices, but most of these will become chicken. I must admit that I kind of took a few shortcuts by instead of leveling up 2 stars to 3 stars, I went darkly and fed some rares, but I had plenty of dupes of them and no real use for any of those. So we were going to talk about campaign. I'm sorry about sorry about my absent-mindedness, but I'm so excited about this account, man. It's really fun. I really want to show you all the stuff I did, so I'll try to talk left and right. So yeah, this stage was a proper nightmare. Man, I'm going to edit in the last fight against the boss. Yeah, it's gonna be playing right somewhere around here. I did this fight, well, 3-star in the whole thing, maybe except for Hallowed Halls, was easy, very easy. Most of the time I used this team. So thing is, even if I didn't have Stag Knight, I could have done it just as easily with Ninja. So I don't want to see in the comment section people saying that yeah, I had the Stag Knight luck or whatever, or the gear luck, etc. So I'm saying the same strategy I applied, anybody could apply it. I'll show you where to farm, I'll show you what to farm for, and how to deal with the fights. So these guys, of course, not all fights can be autoed with them, but they still can manual pretty well. So this fight, usually I auto the first 2 waves. Now, yeah, look at the disrespect. Now I'm using it to farm food. But the team I used to win, of course, was this one. I try to conserve my cooldowns on the first fight, try to use them wisely at the second fight while keeping Stag Knight's A2 off cooldown so that I could use it on the boss. The boss is tricky because, of course, even at Nightmare level and with a pretty well decked out team, he can still get you with his peril. But yeah, with enough luck and RNG, you can do it. Okay, thank you very much for listening in and for your continuous support. Please consider leaving a subscription if you've enjoyed the content. If you have more questions to me regarding this account or the strats I used or the items I used or any recommendations you would have towards how I'm going with this series, please let me know in the comment section below. I read all my comments and I try to reply to as many as I can. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in a future video.